Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Zach on Sports. I'm your host, Zach Gershman. Today, I'm honored to be here with the NBA referee, Mr. Marat Kogut. Marat, welcome.
Thanks, happy to be here, Zach.
Marat has been a ref for 5 years and entering his 6th season, but Marat made history. He was the first Russian-born NBA referee. Now Marat is living his sports dream and also his professional dream. So Marat, when did you realize you wanted to become a referee?
I, unlike most other referees, decided I wanted to become a referee at a very young age. Most people played basketball, and then when they finally realized I've had enough of playing, maybe I should go into officiating as a way to stay in the game. But at about 16 years old is when I said, I like this refereeing thing, and I gave it my best shot.
Explain to us the feeling of what's going through your mind of on the day of your NBA debut.
Of my debut. It happened on Halloween, I believe 2010. I was nervous. They said you're better off taking a nap to get the nerves out, but I couldn't sleep. I had the Milwaukee Bucks against the Detroit Pistons. My day was hectic with phone calls, everyone wishing me good luck, and I was nervous when I got on the court during warm-ups. I saw all these lights, cameras. It was opening night there. And as soon as the ball went up in the air, all my nerves relaxed. It was just like another typical basketball game, because our training was so great. It doesn't matter who's playing where. Our training just kicks in, and it just becomes a basketball game between two teams.
Speaking of the Detroit Pistons,
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of you on Google of the Detroit Pistons head coach yelling at you. So what's going through your mind when the coaches are yelling at you?
Well, we have selective hearing sometimes, what goes in our ear, what we hear. But I think that picture, I know what you're talking about. I think the Detroit coach was yelling over my shoulder to one of his players, if I'm not mistaken.
You travel a lot. So,
I do.
Are there any memorable moments that you're able to share with us?
There was a hectic moment where our flight was delayed for several hours. I was going to Sacramento, California, and they said they were waiting for a broken part from a plane coming from Detroit. So they said, go ahead everybody, whoever wants to get off the plane can get off, go get something to eat. So I got off, I left all my luggage on the plane, and I came back. They said it would take about another hour and a half to 2 hours. And so I took my time, I was on the phone, and all of a sudden I go back to the gate, and I say, when are we boarding the plane to Minneapolis? That was my layover. And they said, Minnesota's gone. And I said, that's when my heart stopped for a second. My uniform, my laptop, all of my possessions except my cell phone and wallet were on that plane going to Minnesota. I got to Minnesota on the next plane. They said my stuff would be waiting for me. It was not there. And I realized I had a game the next day. I didn't know what to do. So I slept at the airport on the floor, and I got up early in the morning when the baggage claim was open, and they had my bag waiting for me, and I got to Sacramento, slept for just about the entire day, and went and worked a game. That's a fun story.
Do you like to ref NBA games or European games? Or even WNBA games? I know you ref there a little bit.
Yep, I refed all three, and my favorite's the NBA. It's the most challenging, and players are the best in the world, and it really challenges you every night. Any given night, doesn't matter who's playing.
What's the ultimate goal in the NBA as a ref?
I think it's to work the NBA Finals, and that's my goal. And hopefully I'll get there one day.
Alright, that's it for this episode. Marat, good luck next season.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I'll see you next time on Zach on Sports.